But was there a moment where you're like, I gotta move on, like I gotta do my own thing?
I'm really sort of fortunate in that it was like really my co-founder, like he did this like he interned at Oregon going into his senior year, and he had like sort of this like realization that like, oh, I don't want to do a cubicle, I don't want to like spend like a lot of time doing that. And then he was also kind of as a someone in finance, he's working with companies that were like small to like mid-market. He was working with the founders of companies that were doing, I guess, millions of dollars in revenue, be a client of JP Morgan. And then from there, like, it dawned on him, oh, like these founders are like keeping these profits. Like this is a lot of money. And like you can do really well if you have a successful product, company, brand, whatever. And so it really inspired him and pushed him. And yeah, I was just sort of fortunate that like the company got to a place where it was like mature enough for us to really make our own path. So yeah, it was at that point of the Kickstarter where it was like, okay, now this is real and it's getting too much for us to like juggle. So we should go all in this. And that's what we did.
That's awesome. Yeah, man, it's cool that you guys were able to. It almost seems like it wasn't something like a certain moment that it just kind of broke. It actually sounded like it's more how life actually works, because people hear about these, oh, this happened and then I just dropped everything and then it was, and then, we started. When in reality, most of life is you kind of start heading that way, or you kind of start putting the pieces in place, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 years go by, and then you're kind of where you are now. And yeah. I think everyone falls in love with the romantic version of like, I just said fuck it and quit, and then now I own a watch company and do this, and
yeah. There's so much shit you don't see, man.
No, but there was like a phone call that I'll always remember where I called him and I was like, yo, you don't like, because it's a tough question to be like, hey, are you gonna quit your job?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I feel that. I there's still bouts of like full send. There's smaller bouts, you know what I'm saying? But it's not just one whole like compacted full send and then everything just like out of came out the air and it's like all in front of me, like no. Yeah. But you like, just like you said, you kind of you veer off towards it, Yeah. And then there's like small steps, and then there's like big leaps that are like the full send ones, that come every once in a while.
Yeah, I like that analogy to it. Yeah.
Hard to kill.